and he did some kind of accent that I don't know what it was.
I think he was going for like Scottish, but it was terrible
Scottish. Off French though,
right? You know, a little Franco-Scot accent.
Yeah, that's normal. Hello and welcome to Steam Powered Movies. Hello, my name, as an emancipated man, is Mike.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm here with my co-host.
Wow, we're starting off strong. I'm not doing this bit, but I am Dana Fraedrich. I am a steampunk and fantasy author. I'm an educator. I'm a maker. I am extremely tired, y'all. We are recording this after midnight.
It's a late night. This was a long movie.
Also, I just want to say, tag us on Bluesky with pictures of your fun stickers, that whether it be on your water bottle or iPad or whatever.
Okay. There's your random prompt of the day. Tag us with stickers, I guess.
Let me see your stickers.
This is a movie podcast called Steam Powered Movies, where we watch a steampunk film and then we talk about it. And sometimes the film we talk about is something that was suggested by you, one of our listeners, our followers on the social medias. This is one of those episodes. We got this suggestion from a follower on Bluesky named Lori Alden Haluda. Hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but thank you very much for the suggestion. I think we had a fun time with this one.
Yeah, thank you, Lori. What an absolute gift this film was.
I had no idea that this movie existed. And the movie that we're talking about, of course, is called The Great Race.
It was great. I agree.
From the year 1965, starring such people as Tony Curtis, Natalie Wood, Jack Lemmon, and Peter Falk, among others.
Now, I would like to say, because it's quite an old film, in case you are not familiar with the catalog of work from these various actors, Tony Curtis was also in Spartacus. Both he and Jack Lemmon were in Some Like It Hot, which is an incredible film if you've never seen it.
I haven't, no.
So, okay.
But I did write it down as notable roles for these people, yeah.
Okay, we have to watch it because Some Like It Hot is excellent.
Okay.
Jack Lemmon was also in 12 Angry Men. He was in Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet. Natalie Wood was Maria in West Side Story.
Jack Lemmon was also in Glengarry Glen Ross. Which
I don't know that movie.
Not seen, but it's on my list. It's something from the 90s I got to catch up on.
Yeah. So like it's just these folks are legends.
And Peter Falk, he was Columbo in Columbo.
Oh, really?
Or where I know him more from, and you as well have seen him in this, is The Princess Bride. He was the grandfather.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's great! Oh my gosh. Okay, one more. The director, Blake Edwards of this film, he is the one who came up with the Pink Panther.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's a fun dude.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of fun people in this.
Yeah, I love it. And I'd never heard of this film.
I had neither. So thank you very much, Lori. If anyone else has any suggestions, add us on Bluesky. We're at Steam Powered Movies. We are becoming more active on there. We're on some of the other socials, mostly just as placeholders. But if you really want to get in touch with us, hit us up on the Bluesky at Steam Powered Movies. We'd love to hear your suggestions and thoughts and feedback and all that fun stuff. Before we get into it, Dana, any announcements, any events coming up you want people to know about?
I do have some events. So really quick, I have Books and Brews by the Lake at Tailgate Brewery, Hendersonville. Here in the Nashville area. It's just Hendersonville is just north of us. It's from 5 to 10 p.m. on May 3rd. So there's going to be food and drink and books. It's going to be a great time.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. The 17th of May, I will be at the Gaithersburg Book Festival in Gaithersburg, Maryland. And starting on the 29th of May, I will be at the Hyatt Regency Schaumburg in Chicago for the Chicago Steampunk Expo.
Excellent.
So very exciting all around.
So yeah, we watched this movie just now. It was kind of long.
It was, but it was, I honestly, some of the time was just taken up by the fact that it was done like a stage play. So you have the opening and there's like the overture and the overture screen that's up for like, I don't know, a solid
just orchestra
4 minutes.
music playing.
Yeah. There's like a little like slide with like a warning to the ladies about please remove your hats.
I thought that was really funny.
Like, and
it was a full theater experience.
Okay, this is the sort of thing that I want to see when people talk about like it was a different time. Like, I don't want to hear about your like racist justification. I want to hear about like, no, seriously, like women of the day were wearing hats. And so like they needed a little notice in there to be like, hey, ladies, remove your hats, please. And gentlemen as well.
Was this like the please silence your cell phones of the
yeah,
time?
Precisely. Yeah.
Now you can keep your hats on, but turn those phones off, people.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we design theaters a little bit differently.
They also had the credits were slides.
Yeah. And
which
they
I thought
came
were
first.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well designed. Like the people who were making movies then were, pretty ingenuitive about, how to do things before like digital manipulation and CGI or even less cutting edge, techniques. They do like, some things with slides that whatever you could put in front of the camera. Like it had to be in front of the camera, basically. There's very little editing like you could do.
Well, also, like, it's so interesting because, they didn't have the internet then to be like, when can I go pee during this movie?
Right.
So, like, they had an intermission in the middle of the film. And one assumes that so that people could get up and go use the restroom and have time to do that. They didn't expect people to sit through like a whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, no, people need to get up and stretch their legs, which now it's kind of crazy because they're like, yeah, no, you'll just sit. Just sit and deal with it.
Yeah. Sit and deal with the 3 hour and 40-minute long Marvel movie.
Right.
You can handle it. Oh, man. But the intermission was also at a break in the film where it kind of turned into a different movie.
It did. Oh my gosh. Like this film was a roller coaster.
It kind of had everything.
Yeah.
It was like a comedy. It was a great epic.
There was a sing-along?
Yes. Literally everything. Every kind of movie. Which I wonder if that just kind of harkens back to where like going to a theater to see a movie was like a full experience. It was like, well, we want to give the people a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't. There wasn't just like you're coming for this one type of film. You kind of wanted all the stuff in there.
Lindsay Ellis actually has a really good video about this and sort of like the slow death of like the big musical production. She cites Hello Dolly in there a lot because Hello Dolly it costs so much money to produce, but it's also so fantastic. Like Barbara Streisand is in it. They have amazing costumes. They have musical numbers. Maybe we'll do it for the podcast one day.
Okay.
Because it's in the right era. And it's excellent.
Was this movie in the right era? Or did it touch on enough things to be steampunk? I think I know the answer.
I got facts for you, my guy.
You got facts.
I got facts for you. Get ready to get fact.
All right. Okay. This is a family show.
So, in part of the film, our heroine, Miss Dubois, she references having to answer to Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt was president between 1901 and 1909.
Good catch.
Yes. And Queen Victoria reigned until 1901. Very beginning of 1901, but there's a slim window, maybe a matter of days, because I think she died in January, and of course our presidents are inaugurated in January.
Okay.
So like it might be a matter of days, but like where the two overlapped.
Yeah. Okay. Good catch. Good catch, and knowing your history. But I mean, I think there were enough mechanical elements of this. Though,
oh my gosh, I have such a list. I
started writing stuff down, and I think I kind of just caught up and forgot to write more.
Yeah.
But right from the very beginning, they hit us with hot air balloon, giant crossbow contraption.
Oh my gosh, this was very like Wile E. Coyote.
In my notes.
Oh yeah?
Looney Tunes, Wile E. Coyote. Just, that's how the movie starts, basically.
Yeah.
Like the first 20, 30 minutes, I think is just like cartoon style back and forth between these two main characters we have.
Yeah, it's giving like wacky races. Jack Lemmon's character, Professor Fate. He's giving like Snidely Whiplash.
He's so theatrical.
I love it.
Professor Fate.
I love it so much.
And he survives so many things.
Oh my gosh, yeah. He would be dead several times over.
That's why I wrote down Wile E. Coyote. He's like falling down manholes and like falling from the sky.
explosions.
Yeah, explosions.
I also
that
love
one
that,
poor
like,
farmer just getting it every time.
Oh, I know. I wrote that down. Like, oh, this poor farmer. But no, I love that, like, he and his himbo boyfriend Max, like, at one point they're like, what? He has a parachute? Who could have thought?
Oh, parachute.
A parachute.
Oh, parachute.
It's just, they're so shocked
Yeah.
that this, like, one assumes they have a history. Like, as much as I actually dislike Tony Curtis's character, the great Leslie,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, he grates on every
Wait, you don't
part I
like
have.
him?
No.
But
like,
he's the one dressed in white. He's the good guy.
I know, they did that too. Like, he's dressed in white. He's a good guy. Professor Fate is the bad guy. And you know it because he's dressed in black.
Yeah.
But like, one assumes they have this history.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
So, you know, like,
I wrote down
Leslie-
that they're like rival daredevils.
yeah. So like, Leslie was probably like, yeah, this guy, he's going to try something. I'm going to have a parachute. It's going to be fine.
Yeah. Like he knew. Yeah.
Mhm.
One thing I love about Professor Fate's commitment to the theatricality and his aesthetic
Uh-huh.
is that even when he is being sneaky in his pedal airship, it's all black and says Fate across the side of
Yeah.
it.
Like, he's got his branding
Yeah.
across the side of it. Like, he's being sneaky, like, ha ha ha, he'll never see me. And then people point up, hey, look, it's Professor Fate. It says so on his balloon for his, like, velocipede plane contraption.
Which I think was one of the coolest things in
It
there.
was very cool.
And maybe the most steampunky kind of
Yeah.
contraption.
Oh, I think they had loads of steampunk stuff in here. Like, we had the velocipede plane thing. We actually technically had two of those. We have
Yeah.
a hot air balloon. We've got goggles.
Oh, the train car.
Yeah.
Like the rocket train.
Yeah.
Where he like exceeded the land speed record and then also like took off and then crashed.
There's like a fan boat. And then like all of the fashion as well. Like the men have ear beards, like they're wearing bowler hats and boaters, and the women have like the kind of cuirass style tops and everything. I love it. There's so much happening here. And also Miss Dubois' secret pants.
Oh,
Did
really?
you see her secret pants?
No.
Oh my gosh. So like she had this kind of situation where it was kind of a split skirt, but like trousers underneath.
Okay.
Oh, I love them so much.
Very practical.
I want several of her outfits. It's all excellent. I love it.
It can probably be done. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I know people who sew, but also like I technically have the ability, but I have none of the passion to sew.
Speaking of her, she introduces herself very strongly.
Oh, I love her so much.
As soon as she came on screen and started talking, I looked over at you. I was like, what does Dana think?
Oh, did you see my little face?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, like I'm in love with her. Like she's handcuffed herself to the men's room so that the men are forced to deal with her because she is out here getting herself a job. She's giving like Nellie Bly and what is her name? Elizabeth? Is it Bismuth? Something like that. Let's
Sure.
see.
I believe you.
No. Don't stop me. Let's see. Where is it?
I'm not stopping you.
Okay.
I wouldn't dare try.
Yeah.
I wrote down bullied herself into a job.
Oh no, she's not bullying.
Well, I mean, I forced herself into a job, demanded a job, just wouldn't be told no.
Yeah. No, she's giving Nellie Bly and Elizabeth Bisland vibes, which I don't know if you know, Mike.
Obviously, I do not.
These are two like women reporters back in the day. They're making a name for themselves. Nellie Bly actually pretended to be insane so that she would get put into an insane asylum and then was there for something like 2 weeks or 10 days. Wrote this scathing review of it being like, hey, basically like it's a lot of abuse happening in here. And she actually sparked reform for insane asylums of the day.
Cool.
Yeah. So she and then Elizabeth Bisland, they went on.
Brave to assume she could get out, but good job.
I mean, she had an attorney set up in order to get her out. Like there was a contingency plan. But yeah, so sparked by Jules Verne's novel Around the World in 80 Days, Nellie Bly was like, I can do that. And then she went and tried to do that. And then Elizabeth Bisland was like, I can also do that. And then so they were competing against each other to go around the world within 80 days. They made it in 72. Wow. It was an incredible worldwide event.
Man.
Yeah. So
like this race in this movie.
Yes, exactly. So I'm guarantee you they pulled inspiration from that event for this film. And like I said, Miss Dubois, she is just giving Nellie Bly. She is fantastic. She is like, hey, let's talk about equality. Let's talk about consent. Let's talk about expectations.
I gotta say, I was a bit surprised by how bluntly they spoke about these things from a film that is 70 years old, 60 something years old.
This is postcode as well. So the sometimes called like the Hays Code. This was basically a set of rules that came into Hollywood basically through like religious groups being like, no, we have to have movies censored and we have to have standards. No. It's all very stupid, but basically like it brought in all these like requirements for films to like meet certain censorship standards.
Right.
So it is very impressive that like this is even like post Hays Code.
Speaking of strong female characters, the wife of the newspaper editor,
Hester, or as I like to call her, Hesty the Bestie.
Oh, wow.
She is fantastic.
If you can't be more gracious, shut up.
Exactly. No, I love this because it's like women supporting women, but it's also women saying to men like, hey, if you're not going to be part of the solution, then get out of the way.
Yeah.
I love this. I love this so much. There's so much in this film that I enjoyed. It's brilliant.
Do we know what happened to the editor guy at the end of the movie? His wife is just running the paper.
Did you catch Hester's comment about, when he gets back from Happy Acres, which one assumes is like a sanatorium or insane asylum or something?
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense now. I was trying to figure out, like, did he get sick or something? No, I guess
he probably had like a nervous breakdown.
Because ladies are doing stuff.
That, or perhaps in my own headcanon, he was like, oh my gosh, I need a break, honey. I'm finally just like giving in to you and you can run the company. Maybe not. Again, that's my own headcanon. Okay. I'm just saying, like, it's open for interpretation. That's what art is for.
I think you're giving him too much credit.
Perhaps.
So they kind of set up the thing where I think it was just Leslie's idea to have an automobile race and to show off this one company's cars. And then the next part of it is like basically setting up the race and then the back and forth between him and Fate. And then Miss Dubois sending updates via carrier pigeon.
I know, and that's so clever. I love it.
Yeah. There was a part where there's like Professor Fate got in the boardroom and he did some kind of accent that I don't know what it was.
I think he was going for like Scottish, but it was
started
terrible
Scottish.
Off
French though,
right? A little Franco Scott accent.
Yeah, that's normal. And then he like sabotages a bunch of other cars. And you see the headline, 4 cars in freak accidents.
Yeah. The headlines in this are brilliant. They're so fun.
Great headlines. I mean, Miss Dubois is a good writer.
Yeah.
So much stuff happened. I can't remember all the stuff that happened. There was a Western.
Yeah.
There was a whole Western section.
Right.
That happened. They were in this town. And there was like entertainment and
it feels like this director was like, I want to do all of these things. And yes, I'm going to make it all work in the same film, even though like the parts of this film are so disparate.
Yeah.
Like we almost had like a military coup in something that was sort of like Germany.
Yeah, that was the last part of the movie, which to me, that was a complete departure.
Yeah.
I felt like the Western part was still sort of part of the race thing because there was still the stuff back and forth between Fate and Leslie.
Yeah.
That was still sort of the main driver of stuff happening. I mean, in the middle of it, they destroyed that saloon. Oh my
gosh. That bar fight got so out of control.
They did all of the stunts.
Yeah.
Like, every single kind of stunt you could do.
They were like, no, we're not going to just like break like a couple of tables and a railing. Like we're going to decimate every inch of this place. Chandeliers, railings, stairways.
And then blow it up at the end.
Exactly.
And like the end of almost every section is Fate saying, "Push the button, Max."
Oh my gosh, that was giving me such Yzma from Emperor's New Groove vibes.
Oh yeah.
Do you not remember the part when he's like, where she was like, push, pull the lever, Kronk, and then she's like, look, run, lever. That was exactly what was happening. He's like, push the button, Max, and then he like is screaming.
Oh, I
love it so much.
Always screaming.
I know, it's excellent.
There was even a comment on it about how he screams. He's like, "I will scream at whoever I want to."
Also, like, I am convinced that, so there was that little part where he's being asked to like stand in for the crown prince who's about to be toppled.
Oh yeah,
basically,
yeah.
and there are all the little pugs wandering around, and there's this one that's just like snuffling next to his face. He's like, the little pug is like, "I love you," and then he like turns by and he's like, "I hate you." I guarantee you that was ad-libbed. Like the little pug would not be denied, so he just like worked with it.
I mean, also that's how you know he's the bad guy. He doesn't like dogs.
I know, that is legit.
Yeah, but before that, we had a thing where they were marooned on an iceberg.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because they went to
this
Alaska.
Film has so much. There's a polar bear.
Yes, I know. It's like I feel like we kind of have to go by sections. We're usually all over the place, but like it's so like sectioned off and different little things happen here and there. They have to huddle together for warmth.
I love the twist they did on this. This movie undermines so many fantastic expectations.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, you saw it coming like, oh my gosh, this guy, he's gonna be like, oh, we have to huddle together for warmth. And then like, oh, hey, there's a polar bear in our car.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we can just all four huddle together.
Right,
okay.
Because she's like, well, if you're being logical, if that's the whole reason you wanted to cuddle was to be warmer, we'll be even warmer with 4 people.
It was such a good turn on that typical expectation. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the polar bear.
Yeah.
It was an actual polar bear.
I actually was surprised by that. Like they had a polar bear on set. I don't think it was actually behind them in the car.
No, it wasn't. That was 2 different reels. And when the polar bear was behind them, I'm pretty sure that was rear projection.
Yeah, I think so too.
So they like projected on a screen and then put that screen behind the actors and then film it from the front. So yeah. Polar bear wasn't actually, but they got a real polar bear, or at least footage of a real polar bear.
Yeah. I mean, Mike, it was a different time. Health and safety standards back then weren't what they are now.
Right. Yeah. Just
bring in the polar bear.
Yeah, just call the local zoo, bring them over. We'll hang out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a part in that I related to where Professor Fate was talking about.
I actually called him Dr. Fate as well.
Professor, Doctor, whatever. Where he was railing about it being 7:30 in the morning and how he was seasick.
Oh my gosh, yes. And then like, this is why I'm calling Max his himbo boyfriend. Because he's like, oh, he always is like this in the morning. He's always like this. I'm like, this right here. Yeah, no.
I wrote down 7:30 a.m. makes me seasick also. That's my new excuse.
So every time you're rude to me in the morning and I'm like, hey man, watch it. You're gonna be like, I'm seasick.
Yeah, I'm seasick. Of course. That's what it is. And then we got an intermission.
Yeah.
And then we enter a completely different movie in the fictional city of Pottsdorf. Oh, this was after they stopped by Russia for a second.
Yeah, they just popped in, no worries.
And she speaks Russian and it's cool. But then they go to Pottsdorf, which is a fictional city in the fictional country of Carpania.
Carpania.
Yeah.
Not Carpathia.
No.
Carpania.
Not a real place.
Yeah.
There is like a city in Austria with a similar name to Pottsdorf, but that's not it. So like, it seems like maybe they took some real places and changed some letters and they're like, it's Europe. There's a castle.
You notice that like they mentioned Mercedes by name and a couple of other actual car companies, but the car company that made this car is not a real one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they were kind of like cherry picking a little bit like what they represented from real life and what they were like, we're just gonna make it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this part was where it was just, I don't know, at least half an hour of just this like royal intrigue plot.
Yeah.
With some Errol Flynn thrown in, which I didn't hate.
Yeah, again, this
the
movie
swashbuckling
has everything. It's got a sword fight or 2, really. Actually 3, technically, I guess, if you're keeping count.
Yeah. And then you've got Jack Lemmon in a dual role.
Of course.
Playing the extremely annoying Crown Prince.
Oh, he's definitely like giving me King George III vibes.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll just believe you on that.
Or sorry, maybe not King George. Was it? No, sorry, King George the Fourth.
Oh, man.
King George the Third was the Mad King.
You didn't even get it right.
I know, I'm the worst. There were only several King Georges.
Yeah, get them straight
now. Anyway.
Yeah. So this completely derails the entire race, and it kind of is no longer the different teams against each other. The teams are kind of all mixed up, and like Max is working with Leslie, and Fate gets kidnapped to become king, and he starts using his king powers to arrest Leslie, but then Max breaks him out.
I know, it's all over the place. I kind of like that. And like Hezekiah and Miss Dubois like team up for a minute. Yeah, which I will say, Hezekiah seems like a good dude to have at your back.
Oh, yeah.
Even though he thinks that this is not a place for women, but
you know,
he is a very capable dude.
Maybe he learns by the end.
I think he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they all kind of get along by the end. You have the obligatory shirtless scene for the hero.
Oh my gosh. I was just like by that time I was like, this is how like this was serious back then. At this point in history, it's like a silly joke on itself. So it's kind of funny to watch this because like I said, like this was the done thing back then.
It's still done.
I mean, it is like the shirtless.
It's still
dude
done
scene.
unironically.
Yeah. But like, it's like such a trope now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know when it became a trope, but it definitely is now.
Yeah. I thought it was funny because like, there's no reason for it. He's just like, I have to take off my shirt now. I'm a man.
I think the justification may have been that he was going into the water, but
okay.
So maybe the shirt would weigh him down, and you know, he could swim and move more efficiently and manly through the water without a shirt on.
I don't think any of that was part of the thought process. It's like, I'm a man. I take my shirt off so I can have a sword fight.
I mean, you know, he did rock it. He rocked the sword fight.
Yeah.
And then the guy he was fighting was like, aha, run away and live to fight another day.
And we just never see him again.
No, he was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they went ahead with the coronation.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to like abdicate so this other guy could take over, and then he would like help the other guy who was I don't know. It was a little fuzzy.
And like the real crown prince was absolutely sloshed the entire time.
Oh, yeah. And he was just like, brandy, bring me brandy.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's in a pie. Hooray.
Yeah. One of my favorite quotes was, throw more brandy. Let's talk about the pie fight scene, though.
Oh, my gosh. Again, we have a food fight. This movie has literally everything.
Of an epic scale.
Yeah.
I wrote down, like, what a day on set.
I know,
that
right?
must have been.
Oh, man. You just got to, like, hose everything off. There is no, like, mops and cleaning. You just, like, need hoses and drains.
I hope they only needed one take of that.
I don't know.
I would imagine probably so. It's such a big undertaking.
Right.
All those pies getting destroyed, everybody getting a mess.
Yeah.
Like you had wide shots of the whole room. Like it was all happening.
And people were plastered in pie filling.
Yes.
Like you'd have to like clean off the actors and then like redo all of their costumes and hair and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just incredible.
I thought it was funny how like for the first few minutes, Leslie was staying perfectly clean while everyone else was just getting obliterated by pies. And he was just dodging or like stepping just the right spot and getting missed.
I made me really happy when Miss Dubois got him.
Right. She eventually just gets him.
Yeah.
She's like, you know what? You need a pie in the face.
Because honestly, I was just like, oh, I like you even less by the fact that like you're being missed every time. It's like you're not even worth getting pied.
Oh, man.
And then she fixed it. She's great.
Yeah. And then there was the sing-along section.
Oh, my gosh.
Right after that, after they get all cleaned off. She just sits down and plays guitar and sings.
And the words are like literally on the screen.
A little bouncing ball following the words so you could sing along.
It's so funny.
I wonder if that happened in theaters. If people just sang along.
It must have.
I guess so.
And I do, like, if you recall, when we watched, what is it, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, the very first episode that we did of this podcast.
Yes, it was.
There was a musical number. I don't believe it was a sing-along then. I think it was just, what's-his-face, like, getting a guitar and, like, singing with the crew and stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, the old movies, they loved a musical number.
They did, yeah.
Because we had a separate musical number before with what is Ole Lily was her name, which I hated. I hated Ole Lily. It's just the whole gimmick I did not enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like we had a whole, like she sang a whole ass song.
She did. Yep.
And then later we had the sing along, like 2 separate musical numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, literally, it feels like this director was just like, yes, we're going to do it all. Fight me.
Every genre, you know, we're gonna have music, all the stuff, do every stunt. I mean, I don't know enough about film techniques of the time, but I imagine there was a lot of creative stuff happening with the camera work too.
Mm-hmm.
Like you had a lot of flying scenes. You know, you had the stuff with the polar bear. Just all kinds of stuff happening. But there was very few points at which I was looking at the screen and I was like, oh, well, that looks really fake.
Mm-hmm.
So really well done on their part.
Yeah. I think the only times were when there was clearly like some kind of a movie screen projection happening behind them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they're not actually like bumping down these stairs in Paris.
Right. Yeah, they were doing the Enterprise thing where they're just shaking themselves and the camera's sitting there.
Which is so good.
But that's what that reminded me of. I just thought about like, oh, they're just throwing themselves around like on the Enterprise deck.
But what good like physical actors they all are. There's a lot of physicality in this movie all over the place.
Yeah, tons of it. And I did find it interesting. The second half, you know, we talked about how it started as like super Looney Tunes in the beginning. And they're kind of all cartoonish, kind of all the characters at the beginning.
Yeah.
But by the end, it was a bit more grounded and realistic, I think.
Yeah, the escape scene was kind of Benny Hill with like, you know, like what's his face being Max dressed up as like a monk and then like sneaking behind people and then like bonking them on the head and whatnot. And then like swapping allies and stuff.
Yeah.
And all of that. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like it really kind of slowed down a little bit, which, like I said, I don't hate. Like it is so incongruous because it's just so different from the first half. But again, like I enjoyed the ride.
Oh, yeah. Oh, one thing I had wanted to mention, we talked about like the film techniques and stuff. I wrote down, I think he actually climbed that wall when he like took his shirt off and swam across with the rope and did the rope thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking in like movies or at least stuff at that time when people are climbing a wall. It's like, oh, you're just like on the ground and you turn the camera sideways. But like the camera never turned, it never cut, and he just climbs over after I think he actually climbed that wall.
I actually had a note about that when he jumped out of the hot air balloon earlier. I was like, does Tony Curtis do his own stunts?
I think he did. He did the sword fighting.
Yeah, that's true.
And he was good at that. Like all of that was really well done. They put a lot of effort into this thing.
Yeah, this film is. It was.
How did we not know about it?
I know.
Like how is this not one of the old classics that like our grandparents and parents like handed down to us?
Yeah, like I mean, Some Like It Hot, I feel like has sort of withstood the test of time. It's sort of seen as a classic, and again, it has both of these guys in it. So I don't know. Like I don't know how this one isn't like also like this insane like mishmash of tropes and genres and things.
Yeah, like from the time I got like Herbie the Love Bug, like that was one of the movies at that time that I was introduced to when I was younger, and that was a few years later. That was 1969, I believe.
Yeah,
I looked that one up, and like whenever the Errol Flynn Robin Hood was, that was another kind of old timey classic
from that era.
Yeah, but I never heard of this one, and it was a ton of fun. And then what do you think of the ending?
I mean, I saw it coming. I knew that they were probably going to get together. I was really hoping that she was going to be like, well, that was fun, toodaloo. Like, I'm going to go off and, write my articles now.
Right.
So I didn't really like that they ended up getting married. Like, honey, you can do better. Like, the great Leslie. Oh, this is a man who, like, is confused why women don't swoon when he assaults them.
Because, I mean, the women were all over him. The whole film. There
were multiple random women just like kissing him. But like, I don't like that they got married, but also like, I am not surprised. Like this is the sort of ending that was like expected.
Right.
kind of thing.
Do you think she at least made enough of a stand and made enough of her points that it wasn't just her acquiescing to his advances? Like it was a meeting in the middle to some extent? Because she initially rejects him like right before that.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, I'm going to say the thing I think she wants to hear. And then he tries to kiss her and then she slaps him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like very confused face at the camera. Like, wait, I thought I did the thing.
Okay. So if it were me, I would have done it differently.
Mm-hmm.
But I was pleased that it wasn't just like this thing that we've talked about on this podcast, so many movies doing, where like the woman doesn't even get to like say her piece and doesn't get to like say her stand.
Yeah.
Whereas like this film, like she got, because I was waiting for it. I was waiting for them to sort of just like gloss over it and like pretend like she said the thing in the car. We never got to see it, blah, blah, blah. But no, like she like makes the end of her speech and then like he stops and like makes this grand gesture of like losing the race and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't love it. I liked it that she got to do that, but I didn't love how it finally wrapped up.
Okay.
But I'm also like not surprised.
But did you like when they had the whole wedding ceremony and Max got the bouquet and he made eyes at Professor Fate?
I love that. I was just like underlining like, you know, Max, the himbo boyfriend. Absolutely.
It was it was fairly subtle.
I love it. Yeah. No, I was waiting for it. I was like, please have a moment. And I was not disappointed.
Even back in the 60s, man, they put it in there.
And I do think that oftentimes like the villain and the villain's henchmen, they're kind of treated as like these like almost like sexless kind of individuals where like, no, we can't have them have any sex appeal because they're bad or like any implication that they are like sexual beings at all.
Right.
So like they're just sort of like slapsticky womp womp kind of things. But
and they're just, you know, your two uncles that live together.
Right, exactly. like, oh, they're just really good friends and they always have been. So don't worry about it.
And they live together and they're just good friends. It's normal.
Yeah, it definitely has like those vibes. And there are so many other podcasts that talk about like coding in movies and coding in books as far as like, your spinster aunts who just like live together and whatnot, like for decades.
They're just old cat ladies.
Yeah. So like I'm sure that there are several podcasts out there who could like talk about the coding of this film and stuff. I'm not really that, I'm not really the right person for that.
Yeah, me either.
I don't know enough about like the history of like coding and stuff in media. But I could absolutely see an argument for that happening in this.
Yeah. I liked at the end where, I mean, I thought it was kind of cheesy that Leslie let him win, but then Fate calls him out. It's like, that's cheesy. I do not accept this victory.
Yeah, I actually like that too.
You let me win. I won't take it. We got to run it back.
Right.
And then you saw, because when they arrived, there was a sign that said like New York to Paris.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they're restarting the race. It's Paris on New York.
Oh, I actually missed that.
Yeah.
So yay.
There's a new banner.
That's brilliant.
Like right after the wedding, they're like, all right, new race. We're going back to New York. This time it counts.
And then he blows up the Eiffel Tower.
Right. I will sabotage this one fair and square.
Which like, I like that we kind of came back to the original like Looney Tunes-ishness of it. With like, we're just destroying a world famous structure.
Don't think about all the people it fell on.
Yeah.
But it's just Looney Tunes again. Yeah. We're in crazy land where we can do that. Yeah. And that was the movie.
That's pretty much it. It is a romp. It is a ride. I love it. It's so silly.
I was a little bit worried when we were about to watch it. I was like, wait a minute. I hope this is actually available somewhere. Because sometimes with older films, I'm worried about like availability. But no, it was just on iTunes and Amazon and all the places where you can rent it and stream it.
So I wonder if that's a sign that like it is sort of a film that like people know, just it's been completely outside of our sphere.
Perhaps.
I don't know. Because I don't know, like, is the entire like world compendium of films, all of those that have ever been made, like, are they all just available somewhere? Like, has a streaming service been like, yeah, we'll just have like all of these that like XYZ studio put out. I don't know.
I don't either. I mean, a lot of them are,
Mhm.
and I'm glad we were able to find this one and watch it and have our laugh. And now it's time. We've come to the part where we rate the film,
Mhm.
not based on any critical criteria, because we're not professional critics. No one's paying us to do this. So we just rate it, one, based on how steampunk it is, and then also how much we enjoyed it. So, Dana, on a scale of 1 to 5 steam engines,
Mhm.
how steampunk do you think The Great Race was?
I'm giving it 5.
5?
Yeah, there was a submarine. There was a velocipede.
Oh, the submarine.
like-
Forgot about that.
Yeah, dude, there's so much stuff. They're pocket watches. They had all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm giving it 5. They have so many gadgets.
I can go with that. Yeah, 5 sounds good. It was so fun. And then how much did you enjoy watching The Great Race, Dana, on a scale of 1 to 5 gears? What's your rating?
I actually, oh man, I really enjoyed it. It's hard for me to give something like 5 out of 5 as far as enjoyment, because we have things like Howl's Moving Castle, which I adore. Like, I really enjoyed this film. So I'm going to give it like a solid 4 out of 5.
Okay.
I super enjoyed it. I don't know that I'm going to like watch it again, because I very rarely rewatch movies.
Uh-huh.
But like I've like Howl's Moving Castle, like I'll watch numerous times.
Sure.
So that's kind of the standard we're working with out for like a 5 out of 5 film.
Yeah, I very much agree. On my scale of 1 to 5 top hats, I'm going to give it a 4 also. I think there were some parts that dragged.
Mhm.
The pacing was a bit slow. I mean, I know it's kind of to be expected, films of the era. I don't think they were trying to keep it short. Again, I think this was like a whole experience, a whole evening experience for people to go out and, you take your time. You have an intermission.
Mhm.
You have a little sing-along.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole audience was sort of like having a moment together then.
Yeah, so...
I say we bring it back.
No, please no.
Yes,
No.
let's do it.
No.
Let's bring back the sing-along in the movie.
No. But it was a lot of fun. It was unexpected. I especially like the first half, just all the hijinks and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, I give it 4 out of 5. It's a good time.
Mhm.
And if anybody else has any thoughts, you want to give us feedback, tell us your rating, hit us up on the Bluesky. We're at Steam Powered Movies. There's a link to our Discord in the description of this podcast. You want to get in there and talk to us, send us your suggestions, all those things. Thanks again to our suggester for this film, Lori. Great suggestion. Someone else listening, you might be the next great suggester, and you'll get a shout out, just like Lori did. So thank you all for listening. We appreciate you. We will talk to you again next month with another episode. Okay, bye.
Bye, y'all.